On the song The Way I Feel, you rap, what you call heat, we call trash. How do you feel about the over commercialization of hip hop, the oversaturation and lack of gatekeeping because of the internet, and how that has impacted the music and culture?
When I said that, I said it in a way to let people know, like, again. And it's funny because I heard Redman say a line in that Red Bull cypher they had. He said, y'all heroes, Lil Wayne, mine's Lil Billy Dance and Lil Bang. So we all feel like that because, of course, it's not the same. My thing is what's not the same, and it's not just, this is everybody. The kids will never understand what we went through to make these records with the equipment, the timing, samples, everything. So there's no care being put in, like, fuck gatekeeping. Because even the gatekeepers' music is a little crazy. You know what I mean? Like, when you talk about the care put into doing these records, we cared about what the fuck we was writing about. We cared about the style we was doing. We cared about how we looked while we was doing it. And today it's not like that. You have people from this era today that's making records that don't know how to make those records no more. Because they chasing this to do what's today. When these people really just want you to be regular. Give me what I used to have. Even if it's an older person saying that. But to the youth, we crying to them all the time about how it's not fair, y'all this, y'all that. We're not giving them a bridge to come over gap wise for them to even explain to them, for them to explain to us what they want from us. A lot of people just want to be taught. We make all these documentaries, we make all these historical 50-year hip hop, 51, 52. But yearly, there's no care into this past year. Was 1 year, I can say, because of Nas, we have flashes of what it used to be like when we would wait for people's records to drop. The anticipation of it, the curiosity of not knowing what it's going to sound like until you sit in your car and put it in your whip or in your house, now your headphones. So people are not taking that into consideration of the listener. And the listeners feel cheated when they get 7 songs and it's supposed to be an album, but it's an EP. 8 songs. We don't know EP's 8 songs over 10. Beating Us, Intoxicated Demons, right there. Perfect. It's 10 songs, but 10 hot joints. And because Care was put into making the beats, Care was into what the rhymes was going to be like on the beat. Beating Us only made rhymes because they got tired of hearing people whack over their beats. So they like, oh, we going to start rhyming with them shit then. So now you're talking about, we have no worry about sample time for music. You can put music out whenever you want to. There's no constrictions, no none of this. So now that it's that, but it still ain't easy to put it out. Nobody want to put money into the shit. And we still crying because Fat Beats only exist because they're an entity. And they're still putting out records. No different than all these digital TuneCore, what is it, DistroKid, fucking name it. You know, Bandcamp, do all that shit. But people don't know the care that goes. You still put the same care into these records that you did in the past, even if you're a little bitter of how you figure probably when they come out, I'm up against the machine of DSP machine here and streaming and shit. And it's like, so I already know what I'm gonna do. It's just for everybody else to figure out. And everybody got to be more serious and dropping it. Cause we critiquing these records like how we did in the past. Nothing should change. Nothing should change. It's just that your attitude toward the record being made and coming out is what has to change. Because there's no big machine label that's going to protect you and push it out there like that. We got to do all this on our own. And we're in 2026. I think everybody is at a crossroads. This is why I say you don't see no more digital slap ups of the week wrap up. Nobody's numbers is good, especially when you ain't seeing shit from it. So, this is where we at right now.
I also think another issue though is kind of like you guys had that interlude, Be Original. Living up to that is very rare now, right? Like back in the day, you would get clowned if you try to bite someone's style,
right?
Have a similar name or even a lyric like, yo, you stole that line from so-and-so or something like that. Like, like you just didn't want to be compared to that level. Nowadays, it's just more of like everyone's following the trend of the similar trap beat or this cadence and this flow or
that flow. I don't want to say it. But everybody right now is boom, 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 and when they're in the production of that cadence pattern, they try to muffle it so much. You can't do it. All right, 2026, y'all. No more. Slow style is done. No, just the loops. No drums is done. They got equipment that got all the highest fidelity you can have in the sound to sound crispy and everything like that. Let's take advantage of this equipment, y'all. Make your shit sound good. Tweak your sound or whatever like that. But let's when I say care put into it, I mean just like before you unleash these projects, get somebody to mix your shit right. Get a mastering person to master your record. A lot of these records, these cats is putting out be sounding nag. For the quality. Go get you a good mix guy. That's why I tell people go see Jake Palumbo. Jake's good for it.
Shout out to Jake, man.
Make your record sound real good. Shit, I did the Solving Cases whole album with my brother Jake. That's good when the engineer is the guy that made the beat still. So, you know what he was.
Yeah. But I feel like because of social media, people have been programmed to care more about being entertained versus like the quality, right? Because it's like now it's like meme videos of people just talking shit instead of letting the music speak for itself. Because you hear people say like, I like this person's music, but they're not entertaining on social media. So it makes me not care for them as much.
Now, what you got to understand, the social media part for people today is how we made videos to make the attraction of the song be for them to like, yo, fuck that, this is my joint. I'm watching the video, I'm going to go buy it as soon as it's over. And it's a ploy. Now everybody got their own camera, on this, on that. You don't have to wait for no video to come on. You can make a video anytime you want to. People are spoiled to a lot of the quick shit, quick fix.
Minute made, microwave.
Right. And sometimes that's what you'll get. I know guys that'll say they recorded something in an hour. I'm recording the whole album in less than a day. Nigga, that shit probably sound whack. Because you ain't put no care into the final result.
They saying it like it's something to be proud of versus
no, it's not. And trust me, boy. The only thing we was proud of to take pride in to say, if you went in there and did your shit in one take.
Mm-hmm. No punches.
But even that's not true today. Because when you say, even for Jay said, I think if you don't feel like writing no shit down because you that good in your head, everybody ain't that good.
Mm-mm.
And everybody think they can beat Jay. Jay said in his movie, everybody can't be the king. Sometimes you gotta be the subject. You can be the prince over here. You can be some motherfuckers, all the court jesters. So Everybody want, but there's no one king. Because everyone be singing, but the king, am I wrong? No, there's no one best MC. There's no one, because what we give is originality. What we give is to be yourself. What we give is our own style to say, I am me, nobody else is like me. You buy my shit because I am me. So, because if you notice, there are no more little this guy, no amigos, no, all this shit that went placed back. Because eventually, all that shit get, you get tired of it. Shit hit a ceiling. And like, I need something else. And that something else is Kendrick. That something else is Drake. That something else is a lot of this stuff that's out right now. But a lot of our elders even have a problem buying these records today, complaining about shit. Yo, fucking go buy the record, bro, and enjoy it for what it is, not for what you want. Cats is in here working really hard on these records, and not to be made for people who feel like making this shit for me, son. Like, no, we're not, because you a band. Everybody else a band too. And I'm giving you music of me today. Not you thinking what it might sound like if you rapped over this style of beat. Because, I think everybody should just be happy with a lot of these artists putting out these records today, being older, just to have the energy to go in the studio and do it now, probably to go on stage. Even to do that takes a lot. So we need to be mindful of cats in their mid-50s, late 50s, even 60s. And they willing to go in the studio for y'all to have catalog and content.
Mm. Yeah, man, for sure. But like, I feel like this is the first time we're really seeing hip hop age and grow and rappers get older. So there's going to be different things. Like no one's going to be able to make you feel like you felt when you were 13 and like this is the era that you lived in and you were going through this at the time, maybe dating this girl and remember the first time you heard this song come on, and there's a glow around that memory, that era, right, with the music. So it's like when an older artist puts out some new music, a lot of times people get that reaction, oh, it's not, it's not this though. It's cool, but it's not this.
And that's what you say to them. Wait, they ain't just as tight as they were back in the day. Motherfuckers walking around, knees hurting. And I'm glad you said that, because our culture, hip hop, is getting older.
Right.
And we watching our heroes get older, whether they be G-Rap, Kane, but make me feel good when I see my heroes working, because as we all found out, you look at Rock the Bell Cruise, you look at all these shows, Wu-Tang getting the residents, this is where we're at as hip hop. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, this is us now. We're not young. It's young kids participating. We're like, and this is the best example I can give you. I told my man, it's like Jurassic Park. The one when they made the hybrid motherfucker. Who did they bring out at the end of the movie to fight him? The OG. And then the OG still needed help. He's like, this hybrid dinosaur is crazy right now. And it took all of them to fight him. The Raptor fought, and who big man came out of the water, snatched that damn ass up, and brought him in there with him. It's going to take all of us to not say get hip hop back to a certain point, but like, let's appreciate it for what it is to now, because a lot of these artists that's going to come after us do not care about it like we do, even to this amount. So I want everybody to understand, in these next 5 years, before we get to 2030, a lot of these people you're seeing right now on Instagram, and me, myself, we won't be probably doing this shit too much longer at 60-something. Chuck D is an exception. Some of these guys are an exception because they're even still seeing Chuck doing radio.
Right.
He got his hands in different stuff, magazines now. So he's preparing himself, as a lot of us should, for your final calling. You know what I'm saying? when you saw them have a Quincy Jones documentary, the family knew he only got but so much time. Let's make this for him. But while we got all the time before it switches over, everybody be happy. MC Light made a record. Be happy. Eric Sermon made a duo album with a bunch of group cats together. You know, because we ain't gonna be doing this too much longer. For us to say what hip hop as we remember will be different afterward.
Well, you know, and hip hop is one of the genres that very few genres that has ageism though. Like, you know,
And that's
in
the
other
bad part.
genres, people celebrate the guys that are there for so long.
Guess what I say that to me that's old sneaker mentality. When you wear sneakers so long, to where like you watch them so long, you can, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what? I gotta hang these up. Some dudes throw them over the cord on the street, or hanging up on the pole or whatever. Some I keep mine in the closet because I love the nostalgia of it. Because now I go to the gym, I can wear all my old sneakers because I got my new ones right there, but I still rock my old ones. So when people now don't, I can't even say now, because I heard this in the past too. Hip hop is not a young game. And I think we all can see that today, that the youth, when you're not trained, will fail you. Anybody that's not trained will fail you. And it's something that you really live. That's why we go to movies of certain directors. We know what Steven Spielberg, James Cameron, we know we're going to get with them. So we go to the movies, we're going to see the best. And we're going to get our money's worth, whether it's Avatar, Terminator, True Lies, whatever. We follow the cats that make these classics because we know they're going to be classic. Guillermo del Toro, classical guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to make fucking movies that's going to have you like, oh, wow, this is crazy, but it looks beautiful. So, like I said, care put into the product to make you be like, you know what? I like a lot of things Guillermo del Toro does. So if I see Frankenstein, I know this is going to be crazy. And it was. So we have to live up to the expectations of, even if we can't, we have to somehow live up to the expectations of these fans, because they are what make the shit go. If we do not appease them in some kind of ways, we will lose them. And we are not in the moment of losing right now, because it is dire times, because we're only the elders are producing music today. And my people that's young, like, I like Skyzoo. He's younger than me, but I love his music and got to love it even more as him and myself got older. He's my friend. So I listen to a lot of music. I listen to my elders. I listen to new people, you know, but I know elder-wise, they're going to give me what I want. So I'm still participating with them. I'm on the road. They happy to see me on tour and still working, because this is what we all know, keeping it going.
Got you, man.